Okay, let's balance question C. CH, I won't write it out. So the first step in writing the balanced redox equation by using half equations is to separate the reaction into two parts, two half equations. So first of all, we need to identify the half equations. We look for a common element in each equation. So we can see here carbon is in this formula here and also in this formula here. So these two will pair together because of the carbon being the common element. Now, usually this is the hardest part of the problem. Right, so here again we have chromium. It's usually an element other than oxygen and hydrogen. So chromium here and chromium here, they must go together. So you can't put the carbon with the chromium because it just doesn't go. You've got to find that common element. Right, so that's the first step. The first step is to identify or write the half equations, the two half equations, right? Right, so and then let's tackle one of them at a time. So we'll tackle the first one, which is CH3OH goes to HCOOH. Right. So the second step is to balance elements except for oxygen and hydrogen. So in this first one it's only carbon, and you don't have to balance anything because there's one carbon on each side there. Okay, the third step is to balance oxygens. Balance oxygens by adding H2O, water. On the left hand side we have one oxygen, and on the right hand side we have two oxygens. So on the left hand side we need one water because water only has one oxygen. So that's balanced. The oxygens are balanced. Right, now fourth step is to balance hydrogens by adding H+. So we count the number of hydrogens. You've got 3 here, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 on this side and 1, 2 on this side. So we need another 4 hydrogens here. And the fifth step is to balance charges by adding electrons. So we count how many charges we have. So there's 0 charges on this side, so 0 charges, 0, and we have 4 plus charges on this side. So we need to eliminate those 4 plus charges, so we have to add 4 electrons on this side, right? Okay, so let's have a look at the second half equation, which is with the chromium. Let's use another color. The Cr2O7, Cr2O7, and have a charge of 2 minus, and it goes to Cr and a charge of 3 plus. Right, so the first thing we do, we balance the elements apart from oxygen and hydrogen. So we have 2 chromium on this side, so we need 2 on that side. So the second thing we do, we balance the oxygen. So we have 7 oxygens on this side, left hand side, so we need 7 H2O's on that side. Right, now we have 14 hydrogens on this side, so we need 14 H pluses on this side. Let's add up the charges. So we got 2 minus and 14 pluses, so it makes 12 plus 12. This side you have plus 3. So we need to, so I know the plus is 2 times 3, so it's plus 6. Right? Plus 6. So we need 6 electrons on this side, so we have to add in here 6 electrons. Right. So the 6th step is we look at the 2 equations we have now. So this is the first one. This is the first equation. This is the second one. And we look at how many electrons we have on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So the first one has 4 electrons on the right hand side, the second one has 6 electrons on the left hand side. So we need to balance the electrons. To do that, right, if we multiply this whole equation by 2, we'll get 12 electrons, and multiply this whole equation by 3, we'll get 12 electrons. So we'll do that. So the 6th step is to balance electrons. By multiplying each equation by a factor. Usually a different factor for each equation. Different factor for each equation. So we'll do that. So I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to copy that down. First equation, and so that's the second one. Let's tidy it up a bit. Right. So we need to multiply this one by 3, so we have 3CH3OH plus 3H2O goes to 3HCOOH plus 12H plus 12 electrons. The second one, we have to multiply this by 2, so you've got 2Cr2 O7 2 minus plus 28H plus 12 electrons goes to 4Cr plus 14 H2Os. Right, now because we have to combine both of those equations together, we eliminate, so the seventh step, step number 7, is cancel like species from each side. So let's do that. So we have 3 waters here. They'll go, and this will make this 11. We have 12 electrons on this side and 12 on this side. We have 28, 12 H pluses, so they'll cancel, and this will become 16 H plus. And that's it. So now we can combine the two together. And the final equation is going to be 3CH3OH plus 2Cr2O7 and 16H plus, and will become 3HCOOH plus 4Cr3 plus 11H2O. Okay, let's do that. Right, so let's check the answers. Let's copy this up to the answers. Copy, and we'll check our answers. That's the question there, and these are the answers here. So red pen, and that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's right. That's right, and that's right, and that's right answer. Okay.